Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Do you like sports? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm your host, Don, and this is the Let's Talk About It podcast, episode 6, Bears versus Raiders recap. The Bears get a big-time road win and beat the Raiders 20-9 and go 3-2 on the year. That's a 2-game winning streak, and it feels good today. It feels good, Bears fans worldwide, and he definitely showed out in Vegas. So now we're gonna, talk about the game, give you my thoughts about things that I've seen and things that we need to be looking out for in the future. And again, it's a great feeling, going 3-2 after all the adversity we were going through. A lot of people in the media talking crazy. So again, this is what we're here for. We're here to give you that perspective and give you that real. Now, going into the game, David Montgomery hurt his knee. Akeem Hicks went down early last game. So coming into this game, it's no David Montgomery, no Akeem Hicks. Khalil Mack return game against the Raiders. We lost a couple years ago back in London. And this is different, This is not we're going to be on the plane forever and be jet lagged and play. No, this is a different team, and I've been telling you guys got to look out. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure the Raiders were top 10, top 5 in offense, elite offense this year. David Carr was mentioned in MVP conversations, and we kept him to 9 points today. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Now, first drive, Bears get the ball. First drive, we're going. Ifedi gets a false start. And these are the things that we talk about constantly. When you get on the field, you want to find a rhythm and get in motion. Unfortunately, Ifedi gets that false start, stalls the whole drive, and that was pretty much it for that. Then the first drive on defense, Robert Quinn still flashing. Shout out Puerto Rican Bobby, had a tackle for loss, 3 and out. Great job. Now, Justin Fields. We're going to talk about his performance as well. He did bounce back. I keep hearing him talk about he's going to retire the spin move. It's elusive, don't get me wrong. But then again, you're opening yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So you're opening yourself up, and he got banged up. I believe Jonathan Abrams came, hit him, helmet to the ribs, just like last year in college football playoff. And he was in pain. He was visibly, you could definitely notice it when you're watching the game. He did come back though. So shout out to Justin Fields again. He's a warrior. He's a gladiator. He's there to fight for his team. He's a winner. Watching the game, and it's kind of funny. Unfortunately, Nagy's not calling the plays no more. And the thing about it is too, it's working out really good for him because now you don't have to deal with that criticism on, what plays are you calling? That's not on you, man. And one of the things that I will give Matt Nagy credit for, he is a motivator, man. He is like a TED talker, dude. Like he could go and inspire you. The things that he says, thinking positive. I live my life through that as well. So I could definitely relate to him. And I can appreciate that. So now he doesn't have to worry about the offense. Many times in the past, you'll hear him say, I wasn't really watching the play because I was looking for the next play to call on offense. So now he gets to observe every single dynamic of the game, and how he can grow as a head coach. But going back to that, it's funny, he's calling timeouts when Me personally, I think they needed to call a timeout now. But again, shout out to him. He's the head coach, so he's making his impact. He's letting you know he's participating. He's calling those timeouts. Then the the Raiders go. Offense is struggling a little bit. Raiders get the ball. Raiders go on a 13 play, 89-yard drive that took up like 6 minutes. Roquan made a great play to stop a touchdown to avoid, pass deflect, big hits, and we're going to talk about that too. Defense holds them. The defense holds them. It's a great stop, good stop, and just holds them to 3 points. Doing their job. Bend but don't break, and we're going to get back to that too. And like I said, the offense is struggling. The offense is struggling. Good thing is, we're playing the Raiders, and they are super undisciplined. So, of course, you get the roughing calls. And then once we got the roughing call, it started getting the offense going. Laser started establishing the identity. We're starting to run block, and that's another thing. All the criticism the offensive line was receiving was understandable. You got to block. You're in the NFL. You got to do your job. But the great thing about running the ball is you get to bring the physicality. I'm coming at you. I'm bringing my momentum towards you. Now you got to you got to deal with me instead of being in pass pro and just trying to let them impose their will on you. And just like in different prototypes, you have a scrambling quarterback or you have a pocket passer. You might have a mauler, not a certified pass blocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might just be really good at run blocking and he really needs to improve at pass blocking or vice versa. And watching the film on the game, James Daniels, who's getting a little bit of criticism this year. Remember, second round pick, young pup out of Iowa, Big Ten school. Pretty sure they're number 2 in the nation right now because they play that rough and tough football, just hit you in the mouth. See him go blow up a linebacker. And that's the thing. We start establishing an identity of just punching you in the mouth. We're going to run the ball. Damian Williams had a touchdown run in this game. Khalil Herbert ran the ball incredibly. Both of them averaged 4 yards a carry. Khalil Herbert averaged 4.2. Damian Williams averaged 4 exact. And when you have that, that's tough. You're going to be eating the clock. You're going to be getting first downs. And shouts out to Khalil Herbert, a rookie out of Virginia Tech, played huge. Again, with David Montgomery out. You combine their rushes. Khalil Herbert had 18 carries for 75 yards. Damian Williams had 16 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown. So when you combine for 34 rushes for 139 yards, that's doing the job. That's contributing. That's the complementary football that we've been asking for forever. So, we get the running game going. You're establishing great runs with Damian Williams and Khalil Herbert. March down, and Justin Fields, doing what he has to do. And all you can do is appreciate it. He throws a touchdown to Jesper Horsted. Again, coming off of getting hit in the rib by trying to do the spin move. Comes back, bounces back, drives them. It was a beautiful, beautiful 10 play, 54-yard drive. Ate up almost 6 minutes, and we ended it with a touchdown. And that's the thing. We need to get touchdowns when we get into the red zone. And it was a beautiful play because, this is what you've been asking for. You've been asking uh, play action rollouts. We want to see Justin Fields on the move. So do I. And guess what? It just proved that it works. It just proved that this is the formula of success. And I'll be the first one. I see a lot of people in the Bears community talk about Jesper Horsted. And, I'm thinking he's a practice team player. And, he maybe a fourth stringer. But they told him to give him a chance. And guess what? They got that chemistry. It's as long as we put up points, as long as we win games, I'm happy with that. Doesn't it could be with Joe Schmo. As long as he catches the ball and we do what we have to do, I am cool with it. So Again, play action rollout. This is what we've been asking for off of Fields. Fields comes back off the injury of the shot to his ribs, scores a touchdown, gives you flashbacks to him in Ohio State. Beautiful. It's translating. And we're winning on the road, 7-3. Next drive on defense, I see Eddie Goldman blows up a fourth down play. And he's probably he's not gonna get that enough credit, unless you actually watch the game. You're not gonna see that in the highlight reel. But Eddie Goldman makes a hell of a play, hell of a play. And the defense makes a big, big, big stop. Now, we're still getting the run game going. We're getting these first downs, getting Fields out the pocket. It's looking great. One of the things you don't want to see is, one of the times he's moving, he tries to make a play and he hyperextends his knee. And us as Chicago fans, we we see our young star hold his knee. We feel some type of way. We feel some type of way. I was nervous. I held my breath. I'm not gonna lie to you. So Fields goes out, hurts his knee. So you can only imagine how I'm feeling. Not the best, to say the least. Fields gets hurt. Dalton comes in, 3rd and 7. Dalton makes a big time throw for 8 yards to pick up the first down. Shout out Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. It was meant to be. I don't know. Comes in, makes a hell of a play. Guess what? The kid comes back in. So not only does he hurt his rib, he hyperextends his knee, and it looked bad because he looked obviously in huge pain, which that's what you don't want to see from your rookie phenom quarterback, Alpha. And that's the thing too. He proved he is a blue chipper. He is the blue blood. He is the alpha. So he comes back in. He comes back in after Andy Dalton completes the third down, which was again a big third down conversion. Big third down conversion. Then Justin Fields comes in, converts on another third down. Ifedi ends up going down on the drive, hurts his leg. So we got Alex Bars coming in. The running game stays looking strong. You can't complain. This is the formula of success. You run the ball, play good defense, play action, try to find plays. It is what it is. Running the ball strong. Then this is Damian Williams' touchdown run. This is a 16-play drive. Started on Chicago's 14-yard line, 86 yards. We ate up 8 minutes and 17 seconds of the clock. That is just applying pressure on you. What are you going to do? We are just running down your throat. What are you going to do? Mano y mano. You have to stop us. We go on a huge drive, picking up third downs, and that was the thing too. Bears have been dealing with a lot of criticism on third downs. So you're seeing these little increments of getting better and better and better. So keep that in mind. All the questions that has been asked about the Bears so far in 5 weeks, are the Bears doing crazy stuff, blowing them out by 80 or 50? No, they're not doing that. But they are improving every week. Keep your eye on that. Damian Williams runs the ball and scores. Great job. We're getting great contribution for our backup running backs, and that's all you can ask for. That's all you can ask for. Matt comes in, gets a sack. Shout out Sean Desai, using his players to their advantage, using them towards their strengths. That's all you can ask for. You think back to last year, Chuck Pagano was just trying to send blitzes and try to blitz, blitz, blitz. No. We were always dominant when we played the bend but don't break type of defense with Fangio, you know? And that's what I love about Sean Desai. He is a Vic Fangio disciple, and that's the blueprint. Plays towards his player's strengths, and you're gonna get the most out of him. Khalil Mack, big sack on Derek Carr. Next drive, Mooney gets injured, kind of messes up his knee right before halftime. Now, Bears going to the half, 5 for 7 on third down. You can't be mad at that at all. That's all you can ask for. Convert on your third downs. And at that point in the game, Damian Williams had, at halftime, 11 rushes, 51 yards. And Khalil Herbert had, 7 rushes, 44 yards. So 4.6 yards per carry for Damian Williams and 6.3 yards per carry for Khalil Herbert, the rookie. Shout out to you, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for busting your tail and going hard for us. That's all you could ask for. And and then it goes into halftime. And at this point, remember, I gotta say, make sure you like and subscribe on this podcast. Make sure you comment below. I appreciate all you guys. Keep the eye on the lookout for the Bulls. Let's Talk About It podcast, as well as the White Sox. It's incredible. The White Sox are still battling. Put the brooms away, and we'll get into that. Just keep an eye out on that. But make sure you do like and subscribe and hit the mailbag as well. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. Now, going into the second half, Raiders are driving. Derek Carr throws a mean ball about 40, 50 yards to a guy wide open, blown coverage, which is a red flag and something we could improve on defense. He drops it. He drops it. He drops it, which was a big, I would say it was, it went our way, for a lack of a better term. It went our way, and that's cool, It's about time things go our way. The football gods are looking out for us. I'll take it. You got to catch the ball. You're in the NFL. There's no excuse. Well, so it goes our way. Offense stalls. Next time on defense, DeAndre Houston Carson gets the interception on Derek Carr. And again, we're on the road, and this is incredible. And I know in the Bears community, I've had discussions with people over who should play more as a backup safety or the backup nickel and dime, Deion Bush or DeAndre Houston Carson. And I always tell people, DeAndre Houston Carson always makes plays. He's always in the right spot. It's how he's always been, and he busts his tail on special teams. So, bro, you deserve it. Get out there and make a play for us. You know, and again, yesterday proves what I've been saying is right. DeAndre Houston Carson makes a big play, gets a big interception. Appreciate that, and shout out to Sean Desai drawing it up, and shout out to the defense for perfectly executing the call. Now, Travis Gibson shows up, gets a sack, and also Tashawn Gibson also gets a sack. Now, you got unnecessary penalties. I noticed Mario Edwards kept on getting late penalties. Like, yo, guess what? If you can't settle down and you're too emotional, you don't need to be on the field. Don't Those sometimes come back to bite you, and we gotta be smarter than that. Mario Edwards has contributed on this defense, and he has made splash plays. I'll give him that. We need to be smarter. We need to be smarter. We're trying to be an elite defense. The things that we're trying to do, we're gonna have to fix that. We can't have that. Okay, we can't do that. But with that being said, going back to the bend but don't break, we're holding the Raiders. The Raiders do not have a touchdown at this point. You do not. I see a great play by Kendall Vildor on Darren Waller, who's the all-pro tight end on the Raiders. He's easily probably the best offensive player. And Kendall Vildor, who I believe is a fourth, fifth round pick, sitting here holding his own. And all you can do, again, appreciate that the effort and the want to. So shout out to Kendall Vildor. He showed something while I was watching the game. Fields. And so now we get the ball back. And Fields delivers probably the pass of the game. Threads the needle on 3rd and 12, right down the middle, real low. Darnell Mooney comes back from his injury, slides, catches the ball to move the chains. Another 3rd down that gets converted. Shout out to the Bears offense. Shout out Bill Lazor. Shout out to Justin Fields for making the plays when we need them the most. Huge, came in a big time. Khalil Herbert follows it up by these tough runs, and that's something to be very exciting. Think about it. David Montgomery comes back. You got Damian Williams, who won the Super Bowl with Kansas City. You got Khalil Herbert running the ball, and you got Tariq Cohen, the human joystick, Hopefully he comes back off that knee injury. Take your time. You see the running back room is looking real nice, to say the least. So you got Khalil Herbert with the tough runs. Cairo Santos makes a big time field goal to go up 8. And the defense keeps it going because you got to think about it. The complementary football that went on in this game for the Chicago Bears is the winning formula. If we play like this, we can win a lot of games. Defense gets another stop on a turnover on downs. Shout out Sean Desai. Great play calling. And it was just refreshing to see. Refreshing to see the things that you're supposed to do to win, and you win on the road. And like I said at the beginning of this, the Las Vegas Raiders were elite, top of the league in offensive scoring, offensive yards. Their car, I believe, top 5 in yards. And we held them to 9 points. Yeah, Josh Jacobs ended up getting a late touchdown when Eddie Jackson rips him at the goal line. That was very questionable. Some more things that I also seen was Roquan Smith, these late penalties, saying unnecessary hits to the head. In his press conference, he said it was BS. I also think it was BS, but guess what? With that adversity, we still answered the bell. 20-9. Yeah, do you want to score more than 20 points? 100%. 100%. And we will, because we're only going to get better. We're going into week 6. And we're starting to get an identity. And Justin Fields is winning games. He's 2-1 as a starter. All you can do is appreciate this and appreciate the complementary football. The offense is going on big drives, letting the defense rest. The defense comes on the field and holds them back to get the offense in good position to march down and get some points. Special teams, Pat O'Donnell, when we did have to punt the ball, pin them back in their own by their end zone. Hey, Cairo Santos, come in and make big plays and kick these field goals to win. In all 3 phases, they saw, they conquered on the road in Vegas. Big time road win, setting us up to go next week at home against the Green Bay Packers for the division. Whoever wins is first place in the NFC North. We're 3-2. They're 4-1. Let's go. Justin Fields, welcome to the rivalry. I'm super excited. I think he's going to bring an element that the Packers have never ever seen the Bears have. We're obviously running the ball great. These dudes are getting banged up. And we're going to talk about that next week. But you already see where I'm going with it. But we're going to stay on this game. So, Matt Nagy talking at the end of the game. He's saying the same thing. He's preaching the same thing that we're talking about, complementary football. And it's a recipe for success. It's a strategy for success. It's just a winning formula. And if we could do that, I'm telling you now, we could win a lot of games. And you think about what? Our next couple games are against the Green Bay Packers. And I'm calling you now a very winnable game. If we do what we're supposed to do with our defense, who leads the league in sacks, come on now. Green Bay's offensive line is not like that. They're battling injuries too. Zaire Alexander's not going to be there. Seeing Kevin King got hurt in the game yesterday against the Bengals. So we have just as much of a chance as the Packers. And we're playing this formula of football. I don't think they stand a chance. After that, we go against the Tampa Bay Bucks. We beat them last year, and we'll get to that. I'm very excited. We're winning football games. Let's keep it going. Let's keep going 1-0 every week, and we'll see where we go. We're playing a winning style of football, and that's all you could ask for. Now, as far as the Bears are going, the Bulls have been doing their thing in the preseason, and you guys need to look out for that podcast coming soon, just as well as the White Sox. White Sox won, put the brooms away. We're still in this. Sox in 5. Stay tuned. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe.
You made
made it to the end. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I said,